Hello, welcome to Xinhua Live. This is Mao Xiaoxiao for China's Xinhua News Agency. Egypt is an important Arab and African country, but it has experienced a sharp fall in the currency value last year and hurt the sentiments of some foreign investors. However, more and more Chinese investors are coming to Egypt under the Belt and Road Initiative and hoping to set up factories here by using Egypt's cheaper labor and material, and Egypt's unique strategic location of connecting the Europe, Africa, and West Asia, and to boost the sales in the region. Now, the key platform to attract Chinese investors here to Egypt is China-Egypt Tida Suez Economic and Trade Cooperation Zone. As Egypt's government is welcoming Chinese investments, so this 7 square kilometer industrial park is located within the Suez Canal Special Economic Zone, about 120 kilometers east of Cairo, on the western shore of Red Sea. So today we have come here to look at how much progress they've been making. Now we invited Mr. Ahmad Radwan, the CEO of Tida Egypt, SEZ Zone Development Company, to tell us more about Tida. So nice to meet you here today.
Nice to meet you.
So could you please tell us what kind of Chinese investors are interested to invest in Tida Egypt, and what service Tida has been providing to help them set up the production here?
Actually, we have in Egypt all the kind of the investor, Chinese investor, come here to invest, such as like a commercial, like industry, like logistic. Also here in Tida, we have all the kind of this in this field. For the investor, we have a lot of Chinese investor come here to our park, and when he come, we help him to finish the infrastructure for the land, and also help him to finish his enterprising to establish his company and finish all the process with the government authority. Also, we help him to finish any problem he faces in Egypt, such as the law, such as financial regulation. We show to him all this information. We already here in Egypt more than 9 years, so we have experience in Egypt. So when the customer come from China, we help him to finish all this process until he set up his company.
Okay, so then can you tell us what is the major Chinese companies has come in the industrial park, and the scale and the revenue of this park?
Actually, we have here Jushi. This is the biggest Chinese investor come to our park. He established his factory to make as a fiberglass. This company come with a total investment more than 230 million. And already he come here and make a production and he make a export for outside Egypt. Actually, from his coming here to our zone, he improve our Egypt level from the import for the export for the fiberglass, and Egypt is becoming the third country in the world for the export the fiberglass. We have another company, the name is Muyang. This work for the agriculture equipment, and already here in our park, this is the second and also the important Chinese investor in our park. We have XD EGMAC. We have another company for middle and the lower industry park, industry manufacturing. So in our park, we have a lot of investors, Chinese investors. I mentioned to you the important and the biggest company come here to our park.
Okay, so like of all the Chinese companies, like how much they have been benefiting the local economy and the workers here?
Actually, for the investor, when he chooses to establish the company, he try to find the cheaper labor and the cheaper raw materials. Egypt, he have already the the labor with the cheaper and the raw materials such as the Jushi. He come here and establish his factory. He finds the labor. He have more than 1,000 employee with the labor is cheap, and also the raw materials already we have from the sand to as raw materials for his production with the cheaper also. This will let the investor to import his production and get more revenue, and sometimes increase the Egypt economy. Of course, when we make more export, the economy will be increased for the country, and to get more foreign currency for the country. This will be better for the both sides, for the country and for the investor.
Yes, and also 3 years ago, the Belt and Road Initiative has started. So how this one has been helping promoting the Chinese investors to come to Tida, Egypt.
Actually, according to the China government strategy for One Belt, One Road, and according also to the Egyptian government strategy for the Suez Canal corridor and develop the Suez Canal corridor, I think the One Belt, One Road project will help the Egyptian government strategy to develop the Suez Canal corridor. You know, this road coming from Asia to Africa through the Middle East to Europe, and this one will increase the international coordination. More than 15 countries already enjoy for this project. So the increase for the international coordination in the key area for the increasing such as the financial integration, the trading, the infrastructure, the policy coordination, and also to the culture for each country to exchange. And also this will encourage more investors to come here and to invest. You know, Egypt is the biggest market, more than 90 million people, and also Egypt is the main gate for the highest market, more than 1.6 million people through Europe and Africa and the Arab of country. So this will encourage more investors to come, especially to Egypt, especially for our park, because we are Tida in the beginning for the Suez Canal Corridor project. And we already here more than 9 years. We already finish all the infrastructure for the first phase, and we provide all the service for the investor to come and start his project.
Okay, so we know that Egypt economy has experienced some difficulties, like the fall of the currency value, which hurt some investment sentiments. But I think there's more Chinese companies still coming, and so how you think that they've been coping with the difficulty and like bring about more development here?
Actually, I think this is not a big problem. In my side, I find the flooding for the Egyptian currency with US dollar. He makes the US dollar value is high. This makes the investor already when he come and bring his money by dollar. This means more value, and he can establish his company. And in the same times, he can ensure we are stable in the currency in Egypt, and our economy will start in the right way. In this case, he can make his investment and he can increase his production and make import to outside. When he make import outside for the production, of course, he will bring again the foreign currency, and this will increase his revenue and increase Egypt economy. I think some people he think is difficult, but this short period difficult. But then for the investor, I think is a good start for him.
And recently, we have seen some group of Chinese entrepreneurs coming to this industrial park to look for more opportunities. So, do you see it's a trend of more investors coming?
Actually, when the delegation or group coming for the investor here, he find our zone and Egypt he have a law 83. This law 83 make a more advantage for the investor. He can give it to the investor when he import his equipment and import his materials with a free customer duty, and sometimes when he make a re-export again, also free from the customer duty. This is good for the any investor. Also, the same he find another advantage. He find the Suez Canal Authority. He build a one-stop shop service for the customer. This means any investor when he needed to finish some required with the government department, he find in one place. One place he can finish everything. Also, the Suez Canal, the SE zone authority, he can finish the establish any company in the few days. And this is good also. When the investor come here and find our place, Tida is already ready, and he finds some benefits and advantage from the law 83, he interested to come and invest in Egypt.
Okay, I see. And also, we have seen that the Tida Industrial Park is not only have the companies here. Also, you started also the Swiss Inn, and also you have entertainment park. So, would you like to show us to see these things in your industrial park?
Okay, no problem. Can show. Actually, here is this the dinosaur park is the first entertainment park we make it in Ani Sokhna. This is the first dinosaur park we do in 2015 in our initial park. Actually, we do this park to provide for the all the employees stay here in the zone, and also for Suez people and the Cairo, he can come and enjoy this entertainment. Also, we have the hotel for 4 stars. This hotel is belonged to the Tida, the owner, and also we give it to the management company, the biggest company. The name is Suez Inn. This hotel is 4 stars. We have more than 163 rooms already. We provide here in our zone. Why we make this one? We try to provide to any employee or any investor or all the people he can come and see. We have entertainment, we have facility we will provide to them. This means we build not only the industrial park, we build the new city for the industrial park, including the industry, including the accommodation, including the entertainment and the hospitality, and also let the children and the family to enjoy the park and enjoy the playing for the dinosaur park. I think this will be starting area. We have this concept in the new project. Also, we have more concept we can implement in the new project, like this example.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's move to meet one of the senior staffs here in Egypt, Tida, and listen to her story about working here in the Chinese Industrial Park. Let's go. Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, please.
Have a seat or we
Uh,
can stand?
So, we'll stand.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yes. So, please tell us your name and title here, and tell us about why you want to work here in Taida.
Yes, I am Nahla Imed. I'm the CEO of Egypt Tida SE Zone Development Company. I have been here in Tida for 7 years, since 2009. Why I have worked here in Tida? Because I find myself here in the company since I began to read the vacant job in the newspaper and make the application and start to make the interview. So it's a good experience, a good field to stay here in Tida.
So, how do you feel it's different, like working here in a Chinese company than compare with work in an Egyptian company?
At the beginning, of course, there are some words about the new culture, but step by step, I think here the HR play an important role to make all the Egyptian and Chinese be convenient with each other for both cultures, like a cultural dialogue. So I think every day or from time to time, we begin to make some activities to make the gap between two cultures be small and close to each other. And finally, we have succeeded to be a mix between two cultures.
So you have been here for more than 7 years.
Yes.
So it's a long time, and you've been witnessing how the Chinese investors are coming to invest in Egypt.
Yes.
So how do you see this process?
Actually, starting from 2009 or before 2009, before TEDA has been established here, the two governments began to think how to make a strategic relationship between the two big countries like Egypt and China. And finally, they have succeeded to transfer the experience from China to be here in Egypt. So from the beginning, the cooperation model is clear enough for both of us. And both countries, we began to implement this idea to be here in Ain Sokhna. So the clear idea from the beginning is is enough to make both of us start to do the action. And I think the result is clear to all of you now and obvious to both government, Egyptian and the Chinese one.
So what is the like a big change it has brought to your life and to the local economy here, as you see?
Yeah, actually, it's a new experience, a new field I have been studied. But at the beginning, many training I have taken, and I have been to China in order to see the practical field, on the side visit to the industry zone there, in order to start to transfer such an experience and field here in Egypt. At the beginning, I have some not difficulties, but new experience, but finally we have been adapted to this one. And at the beginning, the Egyptian government, of course, it's a new also field for them. But finally, with their support, I think we have succeeded to make the cooperation zone here in Egypt.
And also, 3 years ago, the China started One Belt, One Road initiative. So how do you see this initiative help to promote investment here in Tida, Egypt?
Yes, actually, the strategy of One Belt, One Road, since it has been issued, and at the same time, President Sisi has also issued the strategy of the Suez Canal corridor. So I think both strategies have the meeting point together, and Egypt is a core or the meeting point also for the two strategies. So I think we are in parallel for the same goal and the same vision and mission for this country.
Okay, thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, now let's move on to see one of the best investment example here, the Jushi company. Jushi is the biggest China's producer of fiberglass and also the world top producer in this area. In 2011, revolution time, it decided to come to Egypt. Despite the economic and political turmoil here in Egypt, the business of Jushi has been expanding fast. So now, today we come to Jushi and take a look at how and why they've been expanding business. So now we invite Yang Jixiang, the vice manager of Jushi, to tell us about the Jushi expanding here. Why in 2011 Jushi decided to come to Egypt?
Yeah, we consider to study this investment from the 2011. We send our team to visit Egypt and to discuss with the Egypt government and some investor here. So we make a big choice and to investment in Egypt. So that's why we consider Egypt the very best location because our fiberglass we mainly export to Europe and Turkish. So this location is very good. And the second, the Egypt and they sign agreement with the European and the duty tax be for free. And if we export fiberglass from China to Europe, they will to payment the duty tax. This is another reason. And about the third reason is about we have the very rich the glass raw materials in Egypt. From the Sinai, from the Aswan, and from the Minya, the different place they have the rich glass raw materials, and already they have many engineers and workers. So this we consider we compare the cost between China and Egypt. This already the reason we investment here, and we send the engineers to China. We have the half-year training and then come back, and we support this investment here. Very short time. In that time, the 2012 and 2013, the Egypt situation is very bad. But we already to stay here, and we investment one step by one step. So after the situation be changed is better, so the Egypt government they give us much supportment and more encouragement. So they have the fortune in Sharm el-Sheikh, and they invite our vice president to give a speech to the global investor, and they ask us to speak how the Jushi Egypt success in Egypt, and they said we are the friends and stay here and to support the Egyptian economic development. So they gave us a big and the very best evaluation.
So we know, like in the past several years, Jushi has been expanding fast. Can you tell us about your plan of expanding here?
Our total investment in Egypt, that's 508 million US dollar, and we divide three projects. The first is 80,000 tons fiberglass. We investment 230 million dollar, and we starting from the 2012 and finish in the end of the 2013. And after this investment, we push in the second sheet is very fast. So we increase the investment to 190 million US dollar. So we starting the second sheet. After 1 year, we finish this project, and then the last year we open in July. And so in this time, we push in the third project, and we already purchased the new land behind our this project, and we want to make this big project very safety to support the materials and to build in electric substation and to build in the natural gas station. And totally, I think we want to push, be finishing this big project in the end of this year, totally finish. And now we have employees, more than 1,700, these Egyptian employees. But our Chinese employees only 53. So this is a very, very big amount for the Egypt government, and we will interview more and more the engineers. And now in our local management, we want to push very quickly about the engineers became to the top management and the middle management. So in our middle management, we have more than 30%. This all Egyptian engineers became to the management. So this is a very big percentage. So we want to push this one step by one step. And our Chinese, we want to, some Chinese every year we will go back, and the Egyptian, we push them to increase.
So we know 3 years ago that the One Belt, One Road initiative started in China. So how does that help your investment in Egypt?
Yeah, so in that time, by personally, we see it's very difficult. You know, some investor they come back, like the Japanese investor, they come back, and already some investor they come back to another country. We are the Chinese person. We already to some afraid, but I think we stand here, but we will to push in this project and one step by step, and we discuss some solution, and we discuss with the Egypt government. We discuss with the Chinese ambassador. So. Then finally, we are safety here, so we push the investor. So like this, and the Chinese government and the Egypt government, now we push in the one road, one silk. So they make the big project between Chinese government and the Egypt government, and they pushing the investor come to visit our project. Some Chinese government and the foreigner government, they visit our project because for what? Because we are success in Egypt. They want to discuss some of the experience, how you success in Egypt. So this, I think, a very big support for the Egypt to grow the investment every year by every year. And from this year, you know, the SC zone, this means Suez Canal, Canal economic zone. So they make the new law to push the investment here. If we make the company in this SA zone, so they can give us some duty tax and the VAT tax, give some free policy. And so I think in Egypt, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, every year they have a big step, the bigger progress, and they will push the investor here and more and more.
Okay. So then you have a lot of local employees.
Yeah.
So shall we go and look at what is their experience of working here?
Okay, please.
就跟您往前走，然后他已经一起走的话，那个。So here we have seen there's many Egyptian local employees here. So it seems that you have done a very good job for the localization.
Yes, in this investment, we push the local management very fast. You know, as in this 5 years, and we make a big percentage for the local management. And in the middle management, we have the percentage more than 60%. This is all Egyptian employees to become to the middle management. And already we push the first one to the top management. This named Soniman. This is the first engineer. They came to China to have the training and then come back. They increase step by step, become to the assistant manager and the manager and the general manager assistant. Please, we can invite the Soniman to introduce.
Yes.
Please, Soniman. So can you please tell us why you choose to work here in Jushi initially?
At the beginning, I start communicate with Jushi group from 5 years till now, since 2012. And I take my training period at about 6 months in the headquarters in China, in Tongjiang area. At the beginning, of course, I can't say I have the all knowledge about Jushi culture and Jushi knowledge. But by time I deal with internet and I deal with some friends because I interested in the production field. That's my major. And I find that the Jushi group is not more than is a company, more than company. It become one from the top 500 company in the world in the production field, and it cover the production amount for many countries in Europe, America, Africa, and Asia. This makes us honored to become one member in the Jushi group.
So how's your experience working here, and how's the salary, and whether you're happy to work here?
Okay, as I mentioned to you, I work here for 5 years. I start with low salary, and the beginning, the knowledge here is not clear to me. I start with 2,000 pound, and now it's become assistant general manager. It's become 14,000 salary. It's become a big salary to me here, and this helped me to improve myself and improve the culture of me and the knowledge of me and the management side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, here about the production line. We can say that this workshop is the middle workshop, not the last one, not the first one. We receive the material as a semi product, and we make some tests for physical and choose the best product to become grade A. And after this check, we make grade B and grade D according to the result which we take. After this, we make the product as finished product one. After this workshop, the last workshop is the inspection and the packing workshop. When we receive this product, we check the appearance and the name of product and the management of this product according to the required order, as we have for one product more than 3 or 4 customers. So we must be sure about this product is satisfied with the customer requirement or not, and make the special backing for the customer to avoid any misunderstanding or avoid any problem having during receive the product from us. Okay. After this one is finished, we have another workshop produce also semi-product, but it cut product like small pieces, 3 millimeter and 5 millimeter. It also have great customers, and about 30% of the product we produce as a chopped product. This is the main two products, is the direct one and the assembled one, and the third one, as I told you, the chopped product.
So fiberglass actually is quite widely used in many of the end products. Can you introduce some of this importance of the fiberglass?
Okay, fiberglass now is instead of many plastic materials. The famous product the customer use from us, they make the electronic covers to have good protect more than the plastic one. Another one produce the ground floor for high frequency and high requirement places. And another one for the shipping area, like the ship for travel and for visit and like this. Many countries now depend on fiberglass to improve their production fields. And the fiberglass now in Egypt is the first for Jushi. Jushi is the first production line in Egypt. And we start the first production line from 3 years till now. The second production line already also start at last year, at the half of last year. And later now in the step for the third line to produce total amount is 200,000 tons. To cover all requirements for customer at Africa, Asia, Europe, and America, and also we have local market for Jushi customer here.
So since Egypt has experienced some political and economic turmoil, but does it affect whether you want to continue work here?
At the beginning, the experience and the knowledge for the technical requirements not enough for the big customers, for Jushi. But step by step, we push the experience from the Chinese leaders to the Egyptian one. At the beginning, it faced some difficult and some problems. Some annoyed from workers don't make the required orders. But step by step, we choose the best workers to become leaders, to become from manager Egyptian to the workers. This makes the process is more stability and more easier than last. And now we can't say it's 100%. It reached to 90%, but we improve ourselves.
Have you heard of the Belt and Road Initiative from China?
Sure. This will cover the area of China and around China. This make China's lead area for economy and for trade. And many countries think about Egypt view of this, because Egypt's site is between Asia, between Africa, between Europe. So this become good station for one belt thinking to improve the Egyptian economy and for the area economy, also for trade and for marketing communication also.
So it gives you a better prospect of working here?
About my work here, it's good chance to me. It's a good choice from the beginning. my thinking is improved by time, and is chance which I take because my age now is 28, and I have good position. Maybe to can reach maybe need 10 years, but become shorter and shorter to me, and I improve myself, and we do our best here to can be suitable for this chance to can improve myself and improve the workshop together because we have the same goal.
So the Belt and Road Initiative, does it increase your perspective of continue working here?
Beginning, we choose China to become a station to me to improve myself. But after this thinking and after this plan and after this great project, I can say China to me now is the best country I can work with here. Beginning, we can say is America is good chance to all. But now with China, by this way, I can work here with more satisfied to be in a Chinese company.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.